How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to do a little unboxing. This is the Dewalt 20-volt max brushless XR 14-inch string trimmer. It's foldable, by the way. You can fold it. It says it does 40% shorter when folded. Here's one thing about the folding thingamajig it has here. I would not recommend doing that, in my opinion, because over time you can probably, if you keep folding it back and forward, to get damaged. The cables and the motor's down here, by the way. And, you know, and the battery's up here, so there has to be a cable passing down here just in order to give power to the motor. So, yeah, just giving a heads up on that. It is a brushless motor. It's a 14-inch folding string trimmer, as it says. And you do have to buy the battery and charger separately. I already have that. It's a model number DCST922B. I got this at Atwood's. They were having a sale, so I was like, why not have a weed whacker? It's never bad, and besides an extra 5 amp hour battery, it's not bad. Let's see, what else do we got here? We got all the specifications, like 14-inch cutting strings with a 0.080 line, quick load, spool for fast and easy respooling, lightweight design and economic, you know, vertical trigger for high and low speed control of optimal power or runtime. Let's see what else. And hold on, before we start, let me go get a box cutter. I got the box cutter now. Now, it's saying here it does, you know, as low as 4,600, and I think it does 6,000. I could be, I honestly don't know. I might have to search up on the internet to put this stump sticker, try to peel it off, and it's doing some damage. The tool weighs 7.32 pounds. I think the one from, I don't remember how much the, I have another weed whacker battery. The Hypertap is a little more lighter, just by a couple pound, a pound or two. But yeah, it includes the string trimmer, auxiliary handle and guard with some 0.080 inch line, pre-wool and spool. That's what it comes with, nothing else. You know, 3-year limited warranty, and that's it. Nothing much, you know. So let's start unboxing with the dude, see what kind of materials we're gonna need. And I like these battery weed whackers and stuff, but here in a month or two, I'm gonna buy a better one. I'm gonna buy a steel gas one. Plan to get 2 of them. One for brush cutting, because I do have a lot of brush in this place, and some places tractors can't fit, so I'm probably gonna get one just to have one. And as long as you maintain them and do their maintenance, I mean, they don't require much, just air filter, fuel filter, and their spark plug. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta keep mixing the fuel, you know, properly, and you're good. So yeah, and this guy got it for $150. It was on sale with a 5 amp hour battery, and you know, just need a 5 amp hour battery to get that guy, because if you know, batteries are expensive. And when I saw it, get a tool and get the battery, I'm like, oh well, another trimmer won't be bad. And I mean, I do have like a couple batteries in the wall, so in case my battery does die, you know, I got another one ready on standby. But let me see if I can. There he is. All right, so we're gonna get this battery charged up. Let's see how much battery percent it has. Just 1%. Let's get that battery charging. Okay, so now I got the battery ready. There we go. Get that guy started. This one's already fully charged. But yeah, battery's charging. We'll let that charge. A 5 amp hour battery. Okay, so I got that tape off. Let's see what's inside. Since right off the bat, we see a part of the weed whacker. I think where it folds. There we go. It's a cardboard, and then just says so. Put this in the ground and pull it out. does come with a handle. Ooh, there's something else in there. Ah, there we go. And that's it. So, I don't know what we're gonna need. We're about to find out. So, looks like, do we need any screws? We got the shield, of course. We have another trimmer. It's a little, it's hyper tough. Good little trimmer, I like it. That's why kind of, when I saw this on deal, like, ah, another battery. Oh, they give you a tool, that's pretty nice. Time that up. I don't know if this one comes with a tool or if it's the same tool, but looks like it's the same tool everywhere. We'll see. If not, maybe we'll get a screwdriver. Put some tape on the line. I guess some doesn't wander off. That's good. This is where I've been seeing. This is where you reload your trim. So it's like the Hyper Tough where you just slid it through the trim, make both ends meet, and then you start twisting this. You have to line it up, which somewhere around here has the arrows, I remember. There we go. We got a white little point here, and there's that. So you gotta match those two, white, and then just start twisting after you load it up and everything. Kind of good material. Let me see what we gotta do here. So of course we got the little handle here, and we got this little guy. So I'm gonna first start seeing what this we have to do. So. Let's see. So there we are with the tool and the bolt. So there we are. We got some screws. You do need a Phillips. Okay, we do need a Phillips. They don't provide a Phillips, but we need a Phillips. And so what is the little guy for, man? For oh, the Allen wrench is used for only your handle, so you do need at least a screwdriver. That's all you need. A Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, so I have to go get one, but let me put this real quick and we'll see. Okay, so I unfolded it here, and of course the battery goes over there. Here we got our 2-speed, our high and low, so it is kind of close to the Hyper Tough. There is a thing I'm noticing. You can't unhook this, you know, that easily. You have to push this little lever here, as you can see, forward, and then you can move it, and then bring it back, and then just fold it down. There we go. He's folded down. So that guy ain't going anywhere now. And if you want to loosen it to fold it, all you do is just press that tab and do the same thing. I probably won't be doing that ever again. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Now we do need a Phillips head screwdriver, as I mentioned, and then the handle. And I think the handle you can put it here, anywhere around here. You know, like how it says XR. This trigger right here, you just gotta press the button on the side, that trigger, in order to get this guy going, and that's it. It's got a big head over there for the battery. But yeah, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna start building it up. Okay, so I got it built up now. It's ready to be weed whacked. Just the battery, let it charge a bit. There are some little masking tape or something here. You can take that off. Also, there's a piece of cardboard I forgot to take off. There's a piece of cardboard over here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's that piece of cardboard on the blade, which in case whenever you whack it and, you know, the string comes out a little too long, it'll cut it off. So yeah, you gotta take that off. There we go. And the blades are exposed. So yeah, it's just ready to go. And I think these weed whackers take 20. Okay, they're saying a lot of warranty information. Okay, so that's with warranty. I think people have been. So yeah, you might want to have this saved just in case, because if it is like that, this doesn't work, that's gonna stink. Okay, so just looking for the information. Let's see. You can also take it off. take this off. It has a little hole over here. Somewhere around here, you can take the head off. Okay, if for some reason you want to switch the heads. I mean, the only downside about these weed whackers is if you get involved with the water, you know, like say there's a puddle or something, it could damage the motor. So I would use this in a place where there's hardly any water, you know. That's what I would do. Let's see. I don't see anything else. All right, let me find how long the string trim it needs. Okay, so I did find the size. You cut a max of 20 feet of length of 80, trimmer line to replace, right? So you gotta, that's how much string you need, and you need the 0.080 string. So I think at Tractor I saw there's something like $20 some for Dewalt string, but you can go with any string, doesn't really matter, just as long as it matches that number. Here's another thing I noticed. Let's see, you can't wash this with water or any chemicals, so you gotta keep that in mind. And that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much. So yeah, this is pretty decent weed whacker, I'm guessing. Just as I mentioned, these batteries can't be used in the water. Any puddles or anything. If it's rain, you can't use this guy at all. You could damage the stuff. So if you want to weed whack with these, you have to weed whack when it's dry. Like say there's hardly any wetness or it hasn't rained a couple days and it's all dried up. Like here in Texas, we haven't had rain in like a week and a half. There might be water coming here in a couple of days, so I hope it does. We'll see. But yeah, it's just giving a heads up on that. You can't weed whack when it's wet. That's why it's a cool thing I like about this, but the downside is when it's wet, you can't use these guys, And these are lightweight. They don't weigh a lot compared to the other ones. They weigh with a motor in the back. So yeah, you just, that's what sucks about this. So yeah, but in my recommendation, I'd rather go with a gas-powered one. At the end, it'll be much better. So yeah, all right. Well, here in a bit, we're gonna let the battery charge and then see how the battery functions. All right, so I'm gonna run this weed whacker for a couple seconds. It does have battery charge. I have it on low right now, so let's see how it runs. Okay, now we're gonna put it on high and we'll see how that runs. Definitely has some power. All right, so we're gonna go weed whack with it. Let's see what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna start weed whacking here on low. So we're gonna weed whack and see how this goes out. All right, so here we go. Press that button, security button, and we're good to go. Pretty good for being on low. All right, switch it over to high, and we'll see. Not good. Yep, so looks pretty good. I'm gonna weed whack low since it's just grass. Or maybe high because there is fencing actually. So we'll see how long this battery will last. So I'm gonna weed whack around fences real quick. And I'll see. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so after finishing weed whacking, the weed whacker did decently well. The only thing I don't like about it is if you live in a rocky area, when you bump this and there's like a rock down there hidden, you kind of feel a little odd since it doesn't have that little bump. As you can see, there's some scrapes. And this one does. So it's a pretty good weed whacker. Just if you live in an area where you don't have that many rocks, you have the long blade. well and mode and everything, it will work. But I kind of will stick more with gasoline in my opinion. And I do have my Hyper Tough. That one's a little better because of the bump head. But the good thing is you could replace the head. I don't know if they have any aftermarkets or you can swap it with another head. But if you could swap the head out, that'd be pretty good. You know, since, you know, just the head's what you gotta swap out. But that's pretty good so far. So this weed whacker here, the fuel one, it's better, in my opinion. For more runtime, yes, you know, there is that maintenance where these, all you gotta do is just wipe it down with a damp towel and just reload the string and just recharge the battery, and that's it. But once that battery dies off, that battery's dead. You have to buy a new one, and batteries aren't like, say, like $80. They're like $150 or higher. And you know, what would be the point of buying one if for an extra $100 you could buy a whole new, you know, you could buy a new trimmer with a battery and charger already included. You know, and you'll have the newer version after later this, you know, they make a newer version of this one. Well, fuel on the other hand, they'll last a while. This has got to be like around 2010, and we're in 2025. 15-year-old weed whacker here. He's still hanging there strong. All that we do is just maintenance on this. The only thing we've done replaced recently was this little wire for the little stop and the trigger. You know, replace the fuel filter, spark plug, air filter. That's all you gotta do. And in case this pull string, you know, starter string breaks one day, you gotta replace that. But you know, these are better. You don't have to be pulling and everything. You just insert the battery, press the button, you're ready to go. But when it's wet, I would kind of recommend more on the fuel. So it's kind of a win and lose for the battery. The battery's a win if it doesn't rain. But if it's wet, you need to mow, the fuel one is better. So if you have both, it's good. You know, but if you just want to have the battery platform, you got to keep that in mind that you can't put this in wet puddles because you damage it. Because, you know, people think, oh, you know, like they have the motor all the way down here in the heads. Like this one has it here, and I'm pretty sure this one has it like right here somewhere. Unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the motor's here somewhere. And I know there's I think Milwaukee has their motor all the way to the head over here. Just like a regular fuel weed whacker. But I like more of the fuel ones more because it's more horsepower, more, you know, more efficient. It'll last longer than the batteries for sure. If I buy this one and then I'll buy the fuel ones, the ones that probably be walking out still working till maybe over 5 years, it's still going to be the steel ones I'm going to buy later down the road. So this is good, but keep in mind, like in 3 to 5 years, you have to buy another new battery. And some people don't, you know, they'll just throw these weed whackers on the side of the curb because, you know, they don't want to waste another battery. Some do, you know, if they're in the platform, but some don't. You know, at the weed whacking, it was pretty well, just as I mentioned, when you got a rocky terrain, it feels like that rock could break that plastic. That's the thing I don't like about the head, but everything else is perfectly fine. It's just the head is what I don't like about this weed whacker. Everything else is fine but the head. But that could be swapped out if I could find aftermarket, or if they have another type. Like if they have it like the bump head, that would be perfectly fine. So would recommend, if you're looking for one, it's perfect. But if you want one, lasts you way longer than the battery, more than 3 to 5 years. Longer than that, go with the battery, fuel powered. That will last you longer. You do have to keep maintenance up in order to make it over 5 years. And my recommendation, if you're gonna buy one, buy the orange ones. The more orange you see, the better, in my opinion. Those are more commercial grade. They'll last longer. I think there's some 91R. Those go for like, I could be wrong, $500, which I'm not. And you know, those are expensive. I know there's the wider ones, and they go for like $200 to $300. Some people, you know, don't want to waste that much. I would recommend more of the commercial grade, because that one you don't have to worry about not breaking down you that easily. It'll last way longer, and they're commercial. Commercial will last you longer because they're, you know, doing more work and stuff. So yeah, I would recommend more of the commercial ones, like the 131R. There's even bigger ones than that one. But you know, it's up to you, depending if you need a commercial. I would recommend getting a commercial. It's way better, lasts you way longer. These batteries are perfect for homeowners. You know, just weed whacking around the house and the fence, and that's it. Nothing else. Maybe a little around the trees and whatever the mower can't touch. That's the only reason it'll work for. So that is all we got here. I do have a video of this weed whacker over here. If you want to watch that, it's $108 on Walmart. I know they're gonna stop selling these pretty soon, and you know they're gonna come back out in spring. So I think until maybe the end of August, I probably won't be selling these weed whackers no more, since you know we're kind of entering more into the fall season or winter. Yeah, fall and then the winter season. You know, there's gonna be less likely they're gonna be selling weed whackers. I'm pretty sure you can get a steel one, but I'm gonna get one here pretty soon. And I am looking for a ride mower, a used one, see if I can find and have luck with one. And then maybe the year that's coming out, I'll buy a ride mower. We'll see how next year is with the grass and everything. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day.